Within 5 minutes, we will start the session.
Good morning, everyone. A very warm and pleasant morning to one and all. On behalf of the Department of CSE and CSE AML Gopalan College of Engineering Management, Bengaluru, I extend a hearty welcome to all our distinguished dignitaries, esteemed resource person, respected faculty members, and participants from all various institutions who have joined us for this 6-day faculty development program on cyber security in the AI era. It is indeed privilege and a pleasure to have you all with us today as we embark on this enriching journey of learning, collaboration, and professional development. Every auspicious beginning starts with a seeking the blessings of the Almighty. Though we are connected virtually, let us begin this program with the same spirit of togetherness, positivity, and gratitude.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you, everyone. It is now my privilege to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished dignitaries whose encouragement and guidance continue to inspire us. First and foremost, I extend a respectful and heartfelt welcome to our esteemed management, Dr. Prabhakar C., General Secretary, Gopalan Foundations, Bangalore; Mr. Sunita Prabhakar, Director, Gopalan Organics, Bangalore. Though they are unable to be with us today, their visionary leadership, unwavering encouragement, and continuous support have always inspired us to organize meaningful academic initiatives. We sincerely express our gratitude for their constant guidance and encouragement. I extend a warm welcome to our respected Principal Dr. Arun Vikas Singh, Gopalan College of Engineering and Management. Sir, your dynamic leadership and constant encouragement play a pivotal role in fostering innovation, academic excellence, and professional growth. We are honored to have you with us today. We welcome you, sir. Now it's my privilege to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our distinguished resource person, Mr. Sunil Subramaniam, Vice President, IDS Private Limited, Hyderabad. Sir, we are truly honored by your presence. Your vast industry experience and expertise in cybersecurity will undoubtedly make this FDP on an enriching learning experience for all the participants. We welcome you, sir. I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Swati Y, Director, IQAC, and Head of the Department, CSE, whose academic leadership and commitment have instrumental in organizing and supporting this FDP. I also extend a warm welcome to Dr. Manu Chella, Senior IEEE Member, Professor, and Head Department of Computer Science Engineering, AIML. whose continuous encouragement, vision, and dedicated efforts has significantly contributed to the successful organization of this FDP. It is my privilege to welcome all HODs and head COE GSM. I also warmly welcome our FDP conveners, Dr. Purani ma'am and Kavita Bai, conveners who sincerely appreciate their efforts in planning and organizing this FDP. We welcome you, ma'am. And finally, a heartfelt welcome to all the participants who have joined us from various institutions, and a special welcome to our all esteemed faculty members of GSM. Your enthusiasm, commitment to learning, and active participation make this program meaningful. We sincerely hope that the 6 days will provide you the valuable knowledge, practical insights, and opportunities for meaningful interactions with experts from academia and industry. May I now request our respected Dr. Arun Vikas Singh, sir, Principal GSM, to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning, one and all present over here. I congratulate CSE as well as CSE AIML department to organize this FDP. And welcome to so I welcome all the faculty members from our college as well as from the outside college to the FDP on cyber security in AI era. Today we stand the fascinating intersection of the artificial intelligence and the cybersecurity. As you know that the AI transforms every sector from the healthcare to the infrastructure, and it also redefines the battlefield of the digital defense. Cyber threats are no longer just the static scripts. So they are dynamic, they are intelligent, they are autonomous. So this presents both the massive vulnerability and the unprecedented opportunity. So hackers have the leverage that the AI to craft highly convincing deep fake scams and develop the self-learning malware. So, however, we have to take use of the AI. So, AI is also an equally our most powerful shield. So, it empowers us to automate the threat hunting, and it will analyze the anomalies with respect to the real-time application and predicts the attacks before even they occur. Hence, so we have to make our cyber security an intrinsic part of our engineering philosophy. Whether you are developing an IoT network or the financial app or the autonomous vehicle, you must safeguard the confidentiality, integrity, and the availability of the data. So thank you very much, and I welcome all of you to this wonderful FDP. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words and continued encouragement. On behalf of HODs, may I now request Dr. Manochella, Professor and Head of the CSE Department, AML, to address the gathering.
Thank you, sir. So good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished resource persons, esteemed participants, and guests for this 6-day faculty development program on cybersecurity in the AI era. We are privileged to have an outstanding panel of industry experts with us. Mr. Sunil Subramaniam, Vice President, IDS Private Limited, Hyderabad, and Mr. Amit Chandra, Vice President, Technologies, the IDS Private Limited, Ms. Deepika Annapurna, Information Security Analyst, Nikita G, Senior Blockchain Engineer, and Nikita K, a Blockchain Trainer. These are the resource persons and industry experts who will be sharing their knowledge to all of us and the participants for the next five days. So in this, I would like to especially thank Mr. Sunil Subramaniam for supporting and accepting our request and giving a opportunity for us to share their knowledge with us. So thank you, Sunil, for this one. And also we sincerely thank each of our resource. Sorry, I am delighted to share that this FDP has received an overwhelming response with around 116 registrations in total. Among them, 95 are from external registrations across India and 21 are from internal from our Gopalan College of Engineering and Management. So if you take the geographical distribution of our participants, 15 participants are from outside Karnataka, 34 participants are from outside Bangalore, but within Karnataka, and 67 participants are within Bangalore. This excellent participation demonstrates the growing interest in cybersecurity and artificial intelligence and makes this FDP a wonderful platform for learning, collaboration, networking, and the exchange of ideas. I extend a heartfelt welcome to all the faculty members, researchers, industry professionals who have joined us today. I wish each one of you have this engaged, enriching, and productive learning experience over the next 6 days. So thank you once again. A warm welcome to all. So thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring address and continued support. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest and resource person for today's inaugural session, Mr. Sunil Subramaniam, Vice President, IDS Private Limited, Hyderabad. Mr. Sunil is an accomplished business leader with over a decade of global experience in artificial intelligence, blockchain, digital transformation, data governance, and growth strategy. Throughout his distinguished career, he has been associated with renowned organizations such as KPMG, Cognizant, TCS, and Subex. In his current role at IDS Private Limited, he has successfully led several global digital transformations and blockchain initiatives across country, including South Africa, Rwanda, Ghana, Dubai, and Mauritius. He also worked closely with the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, conducting capacity building programs and awareness sessions on blockchain and emerging technologies for senior officials from organizations such as RBI, GAIL, AICTE, Canara Bank, Indian Railways, and the Ministry of Education, TRAI, IOCL, and many more. Academically, Mr. Subramaniam holds postgraduate degree in software engineering from VIT University, Vellore, and business administration from Symbiosis International University, Pune. He has published 7 research papers in reputed journals and presented his research at Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. His remarkable blend of industry expertise, research excellence, and commitment to knowledge sharing makes him an inspiring mentor for all of us today. On the behalf of Department of CSC and CSC AML, I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Sunil Subramaniam. Sir, we are truly honored by your gracious presence and look forward to your valuable insights. We welcome you, sir, and good
Thank
to
you
go.
very much. Thank you very much, Shweta ma'am, for your kind introduction.
Thank you,
Respected
sir.
Principal Dr. Arun Vikas Singh, Dr. Manoj sir, Swati ma'am, and all esteemed faculty members, other resource persons, my colleagues Amit, Nikta, and Devika. A very good morning to all the participants. Indeed, as rightly mentioned by Dr. Arun sir, Principal, that today we are having a lot of good knowledge on AI and other emerging technologies, but which is equally important and which is generally looked as a secondary thing by industry along with other people, government, is this security aspect. So I first of all appreciate Gopalan College of Engineering Management to take this kind of initiative for conducting this awareness programs and also to delve into the cybersecurity landscape, because every day minimum 3 to 4 news articles I read which are related to the frauds happening by taking a leverage of the security loopholes. So that's the reason, and I have been advocating this practice of spreading the awareness to government officers and industry professionals for about 5 to 6 years now. And the moment Dr. Manoj asked me that we have plans to conduct FDP on cybersecurity, I immediately agreed, because this is something which is the need of the hour. So congratulations once again to the Gopalan College, Dr. Arun sir, Manoj sir, and all the faculty members for taking this initiative. And just help me 1 second. I'm just connecting my screen. Give me 1 minute. I'll be sharing my presentation. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Perfect. Okay.
Sunil, sorry to interrupt you in between. Uh, before we start the session, I request Sweta some instructions which has to be read out. So can I interrupt you to ask to Sweta to read out the instructions?
Please go ahead, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, okay, sir. Sweta, madam, you can just
Yes.
finish up the instructions and then hand over to Sunil sir for the representation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before we into the technical section, I would like to make a few important announcements. Attendance will be recorded for every session throughout the 6-day program. Participants are requested to join each session on time and attend all 6 sessions. Kindly submit the daily feedback form after each session. The assessment link will be shared on the final day of the FDP. E-certificates will be issued only to the participants who satisfy the attendance and assessment requirements. Thank you. Sunil sir, over to you.
Okay, thank you. So I can start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to go.
Fine. So I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
No, sir.
Can you please provide me with the share screen access? You enable it there.
Sir, already enabled, sir. You are present.
Let me try again.
How about now? Still?
No, sir. No, sir.
Come on. Okay. Share screen.
Yeah, now it is visible, sir.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for confirming. So, so once again, good morning to all the participants. Thank you for having me with you as a resource person. I would like to share few of the uh, few of the points here which I have been practicing in the industry and what we look, how we actually look at the cyber threat landscape. And mostly today, as an individuals, we are also falling to digital arrests, okay, deep fake scams, okay, money laundering schemes, and many others. So we will see one by one, and we will find a kind of some alternative protection mechanisms as well to protect ourselves from those areas. Okay, so me already they have read about me. I'm currently working as a vice president at IDS Group, and I have practicing the digital advisory services for about more than a decade. And I'm member of Data Security Council of India, Hyderabad chapter. So this is where I gain all the real-time inputs from the government about the latest trends that have been happening. Post the end of my session, I'll also be sharing one report, recent cyber threat landscape report, which has been shared by DSCI, that is Data Security Council of India. It's a NASCOM initiative. Okay. And yeah, so before I actually start into the topic, I would like to just take you through some of the what to say, I mean, the evolution part or why it is important. First of all, before we understand what is cybersecurity and what we should know why and where we are coming from all these days. So, right, 20 now we are in 2026. Let's get back to 2006. That is 20 years ago. Okay, 20 years back. These things did not exist. Okay, so what are they? iPhone? Yes, the iPhone did not exist in 2006. Yes, correct. iPad? Yes, right. Kindle? Correct. 4G, Uber, Airbnb, Android? Nothing. All of these did not exist on or before 2006, right? Oculus, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, nothing. Then what was there before 2006 which we do not have today? Anyone? What was there before 2006 which we do not have today? Few people might say facts, okay, landline phones, but still we do use them. Telegram is not there, right? Some versions of the older social media platforms which we initially used to connect, not there, right? What else? Now, asking this particular question because past 20 years, the transformation of the technology has been very, very rapid. The evolution happened like in a swiftly. If you observe the time taken to reach customers, okay, 100 million means 10 crores. So 10 crore people to adopt a particular technology, the time taken to reach 100 million, that is 10 crore people. For if you take the evolution of the desk, okay, that is the computer, whether it is what to say, laptop, desktop, whatever it is, the evolution of the desk, it took almost from 1980s to 2014. And if you take telephone, it took 75 years. 75 million customers. Web, World Wide Web, it took 7 years. Internet, www. So the internet took 7 years to get 100 million customers. Facebook took 4 years, right? And we are all today hooked up to Instagram. Instagram just took 2 years. And I'm sure many of you might have seen or played, at least a few of you, this Pokemon Go, the game which went so much viral, as if like we are not playing, we are considered died by the there, right? Pokemon Go. Can you imagine? Can Pokemon Go to get 100 million customers? Any guess? Yeah, of course, it is less than a year, because we have been looking like 75 years, 7 years, 4 years, right? 2 years. Now, Pokemon Go. It's just took, yeah,
Yeah,
1 month. Only 1 month. Because all of this immediate swift progression of multiple customers, these many millions and crores of people, happened because of one particular thing, that is internet. The internet or the connectivity web has changed the communication radically, which we have not experienced earlier. I am sure many of us here on this platform have almost been in the pre-internet era, right? Of course, we enjoyed those days, which we are unable to do now because of all these things. Someone asked me, what is there before 2006? Right? I asked you this question. They asked me to answer. I told peace of mind. Right? Obviously, yeah. We lost the peace of mind, man mein shanti, because of all these things. Day in, day out, we are hooked up to WhatsApp, Instagram, phone, mobile phone. And it's like the technology life cycle has been coming very smaller cycles. If you see stage 1 to stage 4, it's a cycle. Any technology you take, whether it is cyber security, artificial intelligence, blockchain, machine learning, cloud computing, data analytics, digital twin, IoT, any technology, typically the life cycle goes in 4 phases. Okay. Stage 1, stage 2, 3, and 4. Now the first stage is where inclination stage, what we call, like where the technology is just introduced into the market and there is a small hype created for that technology. Oh, this is something new which came recently into the market, and all of us will be hooked up, and it is just introduced as a next big thing. And then the stage 2 happens, which is early adoption. Now, early adoption is where all the people or some of the early adopters will start using that technology, right? And then once it is used by the people, some of the people, and then it reaches to mass adoption, that is widely accepted, which is stage 3, wide acceptance. Everyone will be hooked up to the technology in such a way that without that particular tech, we cannot imagine our life. And stage 4 is decline. Decline does not mean here that it is a downfall or it is fading from the market. It is just a new evolution or better alternative is making it obsolete. Okay. Like imagine some of you might be aware, or I mean all of us are aware in that aspect, that we moved from landline to wireless mobiles, right? For the calling communication purpose. Wireless phones came initially with Motorola, Nokia based feature phones where we used keypads for operating the phone. Yes, correct. And then we eventually moved into touchscreen enabled smartphones. Now all of us are using smartphones with this touchscreen functionality, right? And now the next evolution, you are looking at foldable phones, right? We can fold the phone horizontal or vertical, correct? I told that, yeah, we will also get folded by the phones only eventually, right? And then even the next evolution, I'm telling, Samsung, Apple, all the big mobile players, service providers, they are the manufacturers are making innovation in a way that however the lightweight the phone should be, right? The very lightweight phones, which are like a handkerchief. Even if you go beyond by 2050 or 2055, right, 25 years down the line, the phone will get imprinted on our hand or on our palm. Speak with our hand only. Done. Signals are there in our body. So that is the technology which we are looking at, and the cycles of from the stage 1 to stage 4 are declining a lot, right? The time cycles are reducing. Earlier we used to have good wait time. Now we do not have that. Why? Because we are in the era of industry 5.0 now, right? 4.0 moving to 5.0 with security along with AI. Now, if you see from industry 1 to industry 4, the evolution happened over a period of time. When, if you look at the data from the data perspective, the first industrial revolution, which is in the typically 1980, 1990s time, right? From the data, if you look, the focus is mainly on the volume of data. Okay, volume. Because data storage, the size, the space is the major concern. Because all the companies worked on increasing the storage capacity. And how many of you have seen floppy disk? Right? Floppy disk. CDs, DVDs, you might have seen. Because we have been using the floppy disk, CD, DVD, right? And we used to have big servers, room size with mainframe systems and all. But today, if you see, even in a small memory card, a microchip, small card, we are able to store TBs and GBs of data, right? So the memory or the storage, which was the prime focus during 1990s and all, is not. We moved from the volume of the data is taken care today. We have a lot of devices. We have many cards, small microchips that can store huge volume. We have all the cloud servers, everything. So then we moved from industry 1 to industry 2.0, which is velocity of data became important. The first is volume and second is velocity. The velocity is speed. Yes, the rate at which we consume the data. So the speed, this is where in 2005, 2008 time, okay, the TCP IP protocols, data sharing boundaries have been there, and 3G got introduced into the market, 3G, 4G. Now today we are in 5G. Yes, I still remember during my days in VIT Vellore, I mean 14 years back, when I joined in 2000, 18 years, yeah, 2008 time, 7, that time. I used to put movie on download and sleep. Next day morning, movie used to complete the download. right? Many of you might also have been experienced similar situations. Correct? What if YouTube video buffers today for a few minutes? Our BP will rise. Correct? Because we are used to this kind of speeds of 5G going to 6G. I mean, the speed has been taken for granted. We have all the required speed today. There is no problem. There is no concern on any of the speed. Correct? So that is where velocity of data, which was a concern then, has been taken care now. Today we have all the technological efficiency in form of 6G coming up, 5G. So all the speed is readily available, right? Then we moved from second industrial revolution to the third industrial revolution, which is variety of data focus happened. First volume, right? First V, volume. V, velocity. And now the third V is variety. Variety means multiple sources of data. And data is coming from everywhere. It started from all systems. This is where in 2015 time, 10 years back, data science emerged as a function. Data analytics, big data, machine learning, huge data. So now everyone started looking at monetizing that data. How to monetize? How to make money? Data is the new oil. Data is the new big thing. Everyone started monetizing that data. Now the point is, today we have n number of tools that can process millions of complex records in a click of a second. Because big data is all about how much data are you able to process that will help you in arriving at a certain good decisions. Correct? Now I'll tell you one example. Before last week, I went to one movie. Don't ask me movie name. Because I could hardly sit till interval also. That much good the movie is. That's why I don't want. Okay. So movie I booked on Book My Show movie ticket. If you see, my mobile number is taken as a data point. It captured my email ID. It captured my location. It took the very important payment card information also. It took net banking, financial data, how from through which platform. Now, all these things together coming, because if you see variety of data I'm talking about, right? Variety. Mobile number is from Airtel, right? Email is from Google, my Gmail ID. The entertainment service provider, location, date, time, all these things. And the payment card data is from ICICI Bank, the credit card which I booked you for movie ticket. Now you see, I received 10 minutes before interval of the movie, I got one SMS. The SMS reads, "Hello Sunil, hope you are enjoying the movie." No. But yeah. Go and grab popcorn outside in the interval using the same credit card which you used for booking the movie ticket. Flat 100 rupees off. Only for you, only for today. Nice, no? So this is the power of data analytics, the variety of data, different sources coming together from different areas, making the customizable experience for the product. Right? Yeah. Yes, sir. Any doubt? Okay. So that is where we moved all together, that everyone wanted to use the data. Data is coming from everywhere. Data is there. Data is, I mean, it is abundant. And now the more important, the fourth industrial revolution where we are today, that is where the focus is entirely on veracity of data. Right? I hope every one of you all are following this. The first, volume, velocity, the third is variety, and now fourth, very important, veracity. This is where data security, the data quality, the integrity of the data has become a big priority, because all the businesses, especially post COVID, everyone are struggling with the security aspect, quality aspect. The integrity has become a quite a questionable thing, because you see, there is no guarantee whether we are looking at the data is 100% right or wrong. There is no guarantee, or the authenticity of the data coming on Google or public is questionable, right? That is where even some of the people who search randomly on the Google for something, I mean, we cannot rely on the information that Google is providing. At the same time, even ChatGPT or Perplexity, right? Because it is just sourcing the information on the publicly available websites. Correct. Now, the authenticity and the quality, let in case if it is not correct, what will be do? Whatever the analytics you apply, how many ever the algorithms you do, the decisions will go for a toss, right? If the base data is not sanitized. Take the previous example where I told that I got, I booked a movie ticket, I got SMS, right? Now imagine I received the SMS next day. Same SMS, I received it on another day, next day. Now, do I go to the theater again for the sake of popcorn? No. Are leave about next day. What if I get that SMS after the movie is complete? It's a waste. Now, the same thing, if the base data is not correct and in place of someone else, I am getting SMS, it is wrong. Or my SMS being triggered to someone else, the security is not there. Right? That is where every other technology now, whatever is coming into the market, are completely focusing on the first and primary rootmost aspect, which is the security. Now we are making our move to the actual concept or the component, which is the security of the data, that is veracity, right? So the entire technological life cycle and all the previous things, whatever we have seen, has evolved, very progressive, very fast, very quick. But the basic security aspects are being missed, which are currently taking a lot of privilege by the cyber criminals. The loopholes, right? If you see last year's data, I have few of them. India became the second most targeted country globally in 2024, and with 95 entities affected, because all these entities are very big players. Star Health, High Tech Group, TCL, right? There are about 108 ransomware incidents. We'll see all of that, right? And there are 2,09,000 ransomware incidents, okay, in 2024, and India ranked third in the worldwide in the malware and second in the ransomware. Because what is happening? The hackers are targeting education, government, and technology, healthcare, because they have all the political ideologies being included, right? In the southern Asia, they are putting it on us. Now, recently you might have been looking at all the major trends happening, that Iran and US America war, Ukraine and Russia war. You know how many cyber systems attacks are done, not just on those two countries, but neighboring countries, other countries, right? Even on India. Now we are always in the war zone only with our neighboring nation, right? Almost every time we are like 100% thanks to all our great warrior soldiers who are right working for us day in day out, right? These are all the things which are happening, and every year there is a 90% increase. Cyber crimes are not a rare news for us, right? So last year 8th July, just an year ago, around 16 billion fresh credentials are leaked in the major data breach, and everyone is updating for the password update, multi-factor authentication. Because what is happening, the cyber crimes which are predicted, right, they are only the reported outcomes, which means publicly they are disclosing. Reported means I'm telling, Array, I got affected by a cyber crime and I lost this much. That is a reporting. Publicly, I'm disclosing it, whether it is an individual or a company. But without disclosing that, many attacks are happening because out of fear, some people are not complaining. Out of security, some people are not coming forward, right? So that is the reason only 7% of the organizations in India are ready for the cyber threats. This is a Cisco report actually. What is happening? Almost everywhere, every day in, day out, we see this kind of news, and we will just say that, okay, if it is not affecting us, we will take it okay, normally. But if you see, almost it is reaching our household. All the targeted, if you look at the topmost targeted industries here, first is healthcare, 21.82%. Healthcare. Why healthcare? Can anyone randomly guess? Why healthcare industry is most targeted for cybercrime? Because the industry maturity is not complete there yet. Still, majority of us are utilizing manual x-rays, manual blood reports, and the online blood reports through WhatsApp, and we are sharing the electronic health records through publicly available means, that is on WhatsApp, it can be on email. So the secure way of transforming the healthcare systems is not completely mature yet. Okay. Now, if you see BFSI is only 17.38 because obviously, I mean, though it is a big number, it is still lesser compared to other industry because we are all worried about money, correct? The transactions, net banking, credit card, debit card. If something gets stolen, obviously our money is at risk. Now in healthcare also, many of the frauds are happening in the insurance part, health insurance, wrong claims, hmm? The claims which are already paid, again double claims, the claim being done on behalf of other persons. That is becoming very critical. And around 12 attacks per month per personal user device is being reported. Now, all these things, why I'm telling, because even Bangalore, where you are all from right now, and I am Telangana, Hyderabad. So we are all there. We are almost close. I am at 15% of detection and you are at 12% of detection. Now, all these geographical hotspots, because in Bangalore, every morning, right from Silk Boat till Hebbal, the traffic commutes like anything. Because we have all the outer ring road based hubs, including now we have Whitefield Hoodie connecting to the ITPL and Hostkot. Right? So all these incidents are taking level.
Sir, please unmute your mic, sir.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
No.
So cyber security, what we are protecting, how we are protecting, why we are protecting. It's a constant evolution. Now it is not like, okay, today we are done with the we are done with this program, let's say, or today we have got okay some awareness. No, tomorrow a new threat will come. So it's a continuous, constant evolution, like I have shown in the technology life cycle. It is from inclination till decline. It's all about how we are adapting and continuously evolving and strengthening ourselves against new and emerging risks. Okay. Now, what we are protecting? We are protecting hardware, we are protecting software, network, and data. Right? And you all know, I'm not stressing much on this. Hardware includes laptops, servers, routers, all the printers, disks, everything. And most importantly, software today is also being attacked because the servers are leaving the loopholes, operating systems, applications, and local internet connections on the network side. Firewalls are there, but we ourselves are leaving the firewalls open because of our own personal reasons, and it is being taken leverage and basic advantage for the cyber criminals to attack. Okay. And data also, obviously, lot of emails, documents, project files, financial data, all these data. Currently, what is happening? They are betting uh, main personal information is being taken. Today, if I ask you your Aadhaar number, you don't know. You cannot maybe memorize and give it. But personal information, Aadhaar card is there everywhere. All the Xerox centers, all the photocopy, whoever is taking, they are taking our Aadhaar card, storing it as a scan copy and selling it on dark web. You know that 78 million people's data has been sold on dark web. And every asset has a value. Whether it can be monetary or emotional, doesn't matter, but it holds certain value, right? And those assets are becoming target of attacks. Okay. Now we came to know what we are protecting. We understood that what we are protecting, why we are protecting. Why? Now, if I have to tell you, I am protecting. Why I am protecting? Because it is confidential data. Now, then comes the question, what is confidential? I'm telling you, preventing the financial loss. Then what is financial loss? I'm building user trust by protecting. Why user trust is required? Now, there is a why question everywhere here. Now, if you see one by one, the protection of confidential data, why? Imagine your confidential information, let's say all your salaries, okay? Monthly salaries, you are all getting monthly pay, right? Salary. Now it is very confidential data. You shouldn't reveal that. Though a band of primarily between the cadre or a designation is known, but in particular respective individual salaries is not known, correct? Now let's say all of your salary information has been leaked. And I got to know individually how much each one of you are drawing every month. What I can do? I can sell that particular amount to all the companies, maybe insurance, loan, credit card, health insurance, or any other marketing company, you will start getting calls, SMS, emails every month. Already we are getting, right? Majority of you agree with me. We are getting, I am getting, in fact, I am getting calls from Punjab National Bank almost every week where I do not have account also, but they are asking me to take a home loan. They are asking me to take a pre-approved lifetime free credit card. I don't know what this means. Pre-approved lifetime free credit card. When they are telling free, that means our data is at risk. Almost my confidential data they know. And let's say if even a single financial loophole exists in the system, it can create a loss not just in thousands, but in lakhs and crores. Recently, one of the MLA, member of Legislative Assembly, right? One of the MLA in Andhra Pradesh got victim of this digital arrest and cybercrime. Not MLA, his wife, right? And she allegedly got cheated and almost transferred some crores of money to the scamsters out of fear. And daily lot of these things are happening, right? And this is the reason why we are protecting confidential data and why we have to prevent this financial loss. And user trust is very important. Today we do not have trust. Obviously, we do not have trust on human beings. That is an unfortunate thing. But some way we need to have trust on at least machines, right? And that's where the user trust, which is the biggest thing, is missing today. And we are moving from a centralized ecosystem to the decentralized environment because of not having user trust. I still remember in the earlier days when ATMs came into picture, right? My father was very hesitant to withdraw cash from ATM machine. He used to tell me, no, 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 the machine will take the cash back. Sometimes cash will not come, but money will debit from my account. And he used to tell me all these things. No, no, let me go to bank, write a withdrawal form, and aram se I will take my money. That's it. Why? Because there is no trust. The trust is not there. That's the reason if we have those security measures and cyber security controls in place, it significantly builds user trust. Now, in the subsequent days of this particular program, you will also know blockchain based security. Then you will appreciate that why we are moving from a centralized to decentralized ecosystem. Okay. And it ensures business continuity because BCMS, I don't know how many of you know this, business continuity management system is very, very crucial today. Iran, America war is one example, Ukraine, Russia and all. Majority of the data today resides within a country or outside a country on the cloud. The business should not interrupt. Even if a disaster happens, maybe war is something man-made, right? If war is happening, it is man-made. I mean, we are fighting in the war, human beings. But what if some natural calamity happens? Earthquake, big cyclone, or some landslides, right? Some drought flood. So in that kind of cyclone, floods, earthquake, some of the equipment will get lost. What happens to the business continuity? Right? That assurance of business continuity is what cyber security provides. If we have the secure controls, if we have the backup plan, if we have a disaster recovery site, we can be ensured of the business continuity. And now all these HIPAA compliance, GDPR compliance laws which are coming, India also came, which you will be learning. My colleague will take you through all those new clauses, which is on the DPDP, Digital Personal Data Protection, DPDP Act that Government of India has brought in. Okay, so that is also something very important, and this is the reason why we are studying cyber security today. Okay, if you compare with security and without security, I mean, I have shown you why, I have shown you what, I have shown you how, and I have shown you that recently this is all being a major incident in India, and this is not a rare news. Each one of us are getting affected. And now if you see with security and without security, if you consider with security, our systems are monitored, our data is protected, our user accounts are secured. But if you do not have the security, sensitive data, obviously it is leaked or it can be stolen very easily, right? Accounts are easily hacked because there is no monitoring at all. And let me tell you, if you have already lost certain data, or if you lost any money, the recovery is taking a lot of time if you do not have a security controls. But if you have, you are avoiding that all legal losses and financial, because what is happening with the DPDP Act coming into picture, almost there are a huge heavy penalties by Government of India starting from 50 crores to 250 crores. Let's say if you are not following a cyber security rule or law, okay, almost you will be charged very good amount of penalty for not complying to that particular law or act. Okay, that is the benefit of having cyber security is in place. So with security, without security. Okay, now this is important. The main crux, or I say, we came from how, why, what. Now this is the foundational pillar, what we call in the cyber security, the CIA triad, or you can say the triangle, CIA pyramid, right? CIA stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Now, what is confidentiality? What is integrity? For what? It is confidentiality of data, integrity of the data, and availability of the data. Only authorized users can view the data. I already told you, right? Your salary details. Only authorized user. That means HR department of Gopalan College of Engineering Management, or your company's HR department, and you as an individual, and your reporting manager or someone who is monitoring you, managing you. Only few authorized users only can view your confidential data. That is confidentiality. The data should always be confidential, whatever it is, which has to be protected. And next is integrity of the data. Integrity means only authorized users can modify the data. I mean, the quality of the data, even if they monitor, is it correct or wrong? Because no one should tamper student marks. Very, very sensitive thing. The NEET question paper leakage constantly, year after year, has created a lot of waves in the higher education industry. There is no guarantee whether the evaluation is happening in the right way or not. I mean, see, I'm not complaining or blaming across one particular department for that, Because of these loopholes which exist in the process, in the systems, the cyber criminals are taking a big advantage of them and they are tampering the data in the middle. And the tampering of student marks shouldn't be happening. And we are also initiating a project this year with Gopalan Institution under our Center of Excellence, which is still in talk, that we want to protect using blockchain and cyber security all the credentials and the marks of student. Because once you are entering on that, it should be tamper proof. It should not be it should not be manipulated. It should not be changed. That is the integrity of the data. Okay. And availability, obviously, very important because data should be available 24/7. Let's say you are doing a net banking transaction and without information, UPI has gone down. Okay. Or any doubt? Okay. Imagine you are doing some transaction and the servers are not available. What happens? Okay. NEET results announced or Gopalan College results announced. Website is not available. Server crashed. What happens? So that gives the importance of having the data availability and if in case having a strong backup, strong disaster recovery. Okay. So the confidentiality, integrity and availability, the CIA triad of cybersecurity is very important and this lays the foundational pillar. Because if you see, you verify the authenticity, the identity of the person, authentication, right? These are the additional property. Obviously, some of you are logging in with OTPs also. It's an additional layer with a two-factor authentication. Okay. And non-repudiation, because we cannot deny that they have sent the data. Still, we need to protect the email logs. That's the reason today most of the government and private industry people, including academic institution, reply promptly to all the emails because it is there on record. When you are sending an SMS, when you are doing one call, or when you are texting on WhatsApp, all these are individual one-to-one and all. But when you are sending a mail to department, when you are sending an email to government office, this is considered on record because the logs are stored and something that information can be leaked online through cyber criminals. So that's the reason non-repudiation, that is very important. I hope I'm making, going in the right way. So this is important for all of you to basic thing, foundational aspect. Now we are coming to the threats, vulnerabilities and attacks. Okay. What is threat? What is vulnerability? And what exactly is a attack? Imagine you have a house, you have a crack in the wall, right? Almost today, all newly constructed apartment gated communities are getting these cracks in 1 month after we do housewarming in Hyderabad, Bangalore. That shows the quality of, unfortunately, yeah. No, I am not telling, don't take this as, most of the apartments are like that. My friend recently did housewarming and after a month, it rained very heavily and water started coming inside from the roof slab. I didn't understand what they constructed, how they constructed, which cement they used. No, very poor, sad thing. See, had the house been constructed 10 or 20 years ago, I can understand because of aging water is leaking and all. Hardly it's 1 month of housewarming, but still, okay. Yeah. Okay, leave it aside. Imagine your house has a crack in the wall, and this crack represents a vulnerability because this is a weakness in the system that a hacker or attacker could exploit. Right? This is a vulnerability. Now imagine the same, a major storm came, cyclone. Now water level outside rise. Now the rising water is a threat. So if yeah, okay. So if you see the rising water level outside is a threat because it is a potential danger that could exploit this vulnerability. Okay, the way Titanic's ship sank. Now, if someone starts pumping more water towards your house, that's the attack. Because it's an action taken to exploit the vulnerability using the threat. Okay. There is a small weakness that is a vulnerability. And there is a threat which is outside kind of coming and leveraging that particular vulnerability, okay, and making that threat against you to work. That is attack. Understood? Attack is an action taken to exploit this crack on the wall to make you suffer using this threat of water level. Okay? So filling the crack fixes the vulnerability, strengthening the wall, and it also acts as a control, reducing the risk of threats into successful attacks. Threat is a risk, but attack is something planned. Our attack happens, right? Obviously, we have a threat. As India, we have a threat. Attack is something planned by other nation on us. It can be a cyber attack, it can be a military attack, or it can be even a naval attack, air force, air defense attack, right? So that is the threat, vulnerability, and attacks. I think this analogy helped you to understand better. Okay. So this is the real world example, right? Through, I mean, if you see the threats to the confidentiality, integrity, and availability part, right? The security goal is confidentiality. What is the real world threat? Hacker leaks exam paper PDF, NEET exam, any other exam. NEET happened recently, but many paper leaks before itself. Now the student who studied hard is at risk, is at complete loss. The students who are willing to make a good career or wanted to score well in the exam are suffering a lot. The genuinity of that transparent way of conducting the exams. Okay. Now the security goal integrity. What is this? Attacker modifies a website price from 999 to single nine. Now the integrity. They can easily manipulate. The data is not true. It is always questionable. Now what is the loss here? It's not 2 nines. It is a loss of 990 rupees. Correct? So the same way, even today, many of the, now they can even change it from rupee to dollar. They say dollar. They can even do vice versa. Currency changes, time changes, any kind of modification which is not allowed or it completely changes the meaning. It is an integrity attack. Right? So the availability also a DDoS attack, which is distributed denial of service, on a salary day, attack crashes a banking portal. It is not working. What happened? It's a distributed denial of service. Access denied. Right? 404, file not found. So all these attacks are threats to CIA because each type of these threats, a different part of CIA is being targeted, and the cyber security, it will defend against all of these attacks. Okay. I mean, let's understand through simple house analogy. Okay. Here I have shown you threats, vulnerabilities, attacks through example of a wall, right? Crack on the wall and the real world example. Let's try to understand through a simple house analogy. Now there is no lock on the door. Okay. It is a vulnerability. I mean, it is no lock. Lock itself is not there. Vulnerability. Now thief nearby is a threat. Yes or no? We are not locking the door. It is a vulnerability. Thief nearby. Obviously, lot of thieves are there today. Because of good patrolling by Bangalore police and especially in cities, the crime rates and other things, thanks to government initiatives as well, protecting women, continuous patrolling across the streets by the police, right? Hats off. These things came nearly very negligible down. Now that is a threat, thief nearby. Now thief is entering into the house is attack. Now what is that? Controls that we have to have. Now, can we prevent thief? No. Can we prevent the attack? Yes. Now, we cannot ask the thief by calling him. You go, my house is not locked. Okay. Don't come and steal anything. That is something foolish. Now, locking our home, having a burglar alarm, or having access to a surveillance to through CCTV camera, that is a control. So all these cyber security controls which we are putting to our home is protecting us from vulnerabilities, threats, and attacks. It is protecting the confidentiality, it is protecting the integrity of the data, and it is also having the availability 24/7. Right? So that is the, that I tried to explain you with a house analogy. Okay. And another example, just quickly helping you to understand these concepts, because app permissions, something that we do. Flashlight app wants camera access. Okay. Over permission, if you give, it is a privacy threat. Now, when you are giving location access to all the apps, they are continuously advertising and monitoring you. You are in airport, you are in railway station, you are in the middle of a junction, you are traveling from this location to there. They will say that we are customizing your experiences. We are providing you good, what to say, experience by personalizing your treat. But it is a equal risk of you being known where you are, right? Because your data is sold without you knowing about it. Okay. Only give the permission which is required only. Google Map does not want your storage. It shouldn't ask for your storage permission. It should only ask your location permission. And that too, I recommend you only provide the app access only when it is needed. Whenever you are using the app, then only the location should be enabled. It should ask every time. That's okay. Let it ask you. You enable that. You provide your consent. Don't put it like in a way that all agree. You take whatever you want, you take. I will give all. They will give. Yes, yes. All money also taken. No. It shouldn't be that case. Okay. Flashlight app willing to get camera access is something which you should provide, else you should not. Because if you are over permission, it's a privacy threat. Clear? Let's see an online retail store. It's hit by an attack. This is the scenario. It has a poorly configured admin portal. Obviously, attacker guesses the password admin123. Right? If I want to access Gopalan Institute Wi-Fi, G capital Gopalan @1234. Something like that. I'm not telling the password. I don't know. No, don't use it. I'm just taking example. Yeah. Right? And he changes the product price to 10 rupees. It's a thousands of losses, right? Online store before the site is brought down, because already people might have purchased it, and whatever the price is being displayed, it should be given. They don't have any option, and they have to. Now this is at loss. Now what kind of asset is impacted here? Hardware? Is it data? Is it printer? Yes. Obviously it is data. Right? So all the product prices change it to 10 rupees. What is the vulnerability here? It's a weak password. It's an access control vulnerability. Okay? Admin123, hello123, password. Right? All these shouldn't be used, especially for private and financially stored information. Okay. So I'll just quickly take 1-2 minute break. I'll just have a sip of water and I'll come back. Meanwhile, I'll give you some time to just scroll through all these, whatever we have discussed. Okay. CIA triad, threat vulnerability attacks, understanding it to analogy, app permissions, and online store. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Just 1 minute. I'll have a water and come. Okay, so we can start. Thank you everyone for holding on to this. So now how to spot a malicious email attachment? Okay. One thing is the sender's email address. Generally what we do, we only look at the name. Okay. It will not be the same name. We have to look always at the address, email address of the sender, because there are always slight misspellings. Okay, unexpected attachments, because you will not expect certain attachment from one particular sender, right? In that case, proceed with caution. Okay, and many viruses, threats, bugs arrive unannounced. Obviously, accident happen without our knowledge, right? And unusual file types. Generally, we always get PDF, document, PPT, or some design image kind of JPEG, PNG attachments, right? But if you are having any executable files like .exe, okay, .js, or compressed files, you should be very cautious. You should not open them before checking twice or even thrice. Okay, because these emails often create a very big sense of urgency. They will just make you click it. That's it. By looking at the email, you will just say that, okay, I will just select. Okay, but it shouldn't be there, right? Because the hacker mindset is always in a way that he finds and exploits the weaknesses. It is about curiosity. It's about how to reveal the vulnerabilities. Okay, some ethical hackers also, sometimes when it comes to money, they can also do, because it can be a ransomware, it can be a credit card fraud, right? Political, social causes, and fame, treating hacking as a game or a competition. Because if you see Paul Graham, right, from US, he told the hacker mindset doesn't actually see what's illegal. It sees only what's possible. If there exists a possibility for me to steal your data, I will do it. That's it. Whether it is legal or illegal doesn't mean to me. If there exists a possibility to hack into your system so that I can get benefit of your entire money in your account, I will do it because I'm getting money. That's it. Okay. These are all different types of hackers. White hat, black hat, gray hat, blue, green, and hacktivist. Now, white hat are the ones who, these are predominantly ethical hackers. They help the organization. I mean, these are authorized. They are legal hackers. Because what happens? They report bugs in Flipkart. They report bugs in the website, Amazon, Myntra, e-commerce, or even similar to other industry website, TCS, Cognizant, IT companies, right? Bank websites, HDFC, ICICI, SBI. So they report bugs. They are white hat hackers, white hat. Black hat are the malicious hackers. They steal damages. They hack Flipkart to steal the credit card information. Okay. Now gray hat, they do, they break rules, but they are not always harmful. They are not legally authorized hackers, but they do it to find a vulnerability, and they tell the site owner, hey, I hacked your website. If I could hack, imagine a black hat hacker can come and steal you. Be careful. But nobody asked them to do that, but they will do that. That they are gray hat hackers. Now, blue hat hacker, they are the ones employed only before the public release of any website or system or any application. They test that particular app or system for the loopholes, any security holes before the public release. They are blue hat hackers. Okay. And green hat hackers, they are the ones who are a beginner hackers. They are learning tools, skills, and their techniques. They build their own ethical hacking tools to test the skills. They are green hat. And hacktivists, they are using the hacking, right? The political activists or hacktivists to support the ideologies, political campaigns, social media, right? They are hacktivists. They are using the hacking as a tool, right? Understood? White hat, black hat, gray, blue, green, and hacktivists. These are all the different types of hackers. Now, what is that they target? Good. Okay, we know the hacker mindset. Okay, why they are doing it, and we know the types of hackers. Good. But what is the target of that hacker? What is that they are targeting? From personal IDs to the national secrets. Okay, hackers seek out valuable data because no system is too small if it has a weak security, right? From personal IDs to national secrets, government database, social media accounts, okay, financial systems, everything, all of these will form a big thing. Because what happens, even last year also, if you see, before our Honorable Finance Minister, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, presented our annual budget, certain things are coming out, and it's been suspected that it has been leaked to other countries also, our budget, because it's not good. It is internal to our country. Now, the weakest link in the entire cyber physical chain, the value systems or the value supply chain, is human being only. We are the weakest link. Though we have all the tools, many app permissions, security controls, big CCTV cameras, if we compromise on certain things, human beings, it's of no use. Everything else is compromised. Okay. So the weakest link in the cyber chain is human being. And that's the reason financial systems, health records, government database, social media accounts, all these are becoming a target for hackers. Hackers target. Okay. So if you understand a cyber attack, it's an intentional attempt to access, damage, or steal the data. What they steal? Sensitive data, passwords, bank info, and they disrupt the services. And they will also alter or delete records. And they spread the propaganda of fear, right? The communication, which may not be required or which is wrong. Someone recently did that, right? On the social media attacks. Array, from tomorrow, petrol will not be available. Come on, let's go. A huge cry outside the petrol bunks. Everyone started flocking to petrol, diesel, fuel board, no stock, no stock. Why? Because even though if it is not required, all the people have purchased it. No stock. LPG cylinders. We are having a reserve in our home, but still we are booking it out of fear. False propaganda. It disrupted the supply chain, right? They are telling we do have enough supply, we do have enough reserve. Don't panic. No, someone told no. They will tell like that only. Government is always taken very lightly by us, right? Everyone. Hey, fill the petrol in bottle also. Fill the petrol in tank, in bottle, in can, in buckets. Wherever you can fill the fuel. Take the reserve. Not required, but we want it. So that is the fear which is propagated, and they gain system control, right? So these are all the cyber attacks, and a lot of types of cyber attacks are there. We understood the vulnerabilities, threats, attacks, how it is attacked, why they are attacking, what is the mindset of the hacker, different types of hackers, and what hackers target, sensitive data, the personal information, and other things. Now, it is cyber attacks types. Okay. Sorry, again, it went on mute. So these are the types of attacks: phishing attack, ransomware. I mean, many of you know this: denial of service, distributed denial of service, DDoS attack, DOS attack, man in the middle, SQL injection, right? So lot of
ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗ
The screen is not visible. Sir, please unmute the mic, sir.
Oh, sorry. Why
No
it is
problem.
becoming like that?
No worries, sir.
Sorry. Yeah. So how it happened? The hacker will send a phishing link. The attacker sends the phishing link to the target. Now what the user opens it. Yeah. So once the user opens it, hacker will collect all the credentials because he has written that malicious code. Uses that credentials, hacker, and it will be taken completely. All the money lost, all the money from the bank account transaction, OTP frauds, okay, credit card frauds, these are happening because of our lack of awareness in clicking those suspicious links, opening those attachments which are not required. All the, I mean, see, ladies and gentlemen, many of us very well know that we shouldn't open, but sometimes what happens in a hurry or in a panic or in the situation of taking it lightly, we often clicks that and takes it. That is where the hackers are gaining the benefit. And how ransomware attack happened? There is an infected pen drive already, kind of a vaccine, right? And it is injected. It is infected. User is infected by the ransomware. Data is locked. Now to open this data, they will ask for money. Okay. User data is locked. You know, WannaCry by Uniro. It hit. India is the third worst hit nation by ransomware WannaCry. This happened. Almost 40,000 plus computers were affected. Globally, 2 lakh computers were affected. After the follow-up attack did not materialize as feared because, and many of the people are paying ransom. You know what is ransom? It's the amount that the hacker asks to give back your data. Many of the companies give it because They don't want to cry, wanna cry. No, they want the data. It is very important. It is very, very essential. Confidential data. Now what happened? They'll pay that ransom. They'll get a key. And by putting that key, all the data will be opened for the useful. That's a ransomware attack. Now these things will be like, okay, acha. But when it hits our own system, then we will realize. Because till the time thief doesn't come to our home, we will not know the seriousness of it. And it doesn't mean we will sleep at night without locking the door, right? Always it happens. Denial of service. Hacker uses a bot. He opens the DNS server and he has the target server. And always it will be like full denial of service. The bot will continuously hit the server, hit the server, hit the server, and it will crash it. And the normal user will not happen. Man in the middle attack. User is there, target hacker. This is the original connection. Now man in the middle will, what happen? He will steal the connection between the user, and whatever the communication is happening between the user and server, the man in the middle will see everything. All the transactions, all the processing of records, each and every file, everything it will be seen. Hey John, don't forget about the party tonight at 8 p.m. Okay. Now the message is there. 8 p.m. message cancelled. Okay, party has been cancelled. The initial message is she told that the don't forget about the party. Now what the message the man in the middle, he just the party tonight at cancelled. He changed the 8 p.m. as cancelled. Now the John got to know that party has been cancelled. Okay. Lot of many other things. It happened even attack happened at a cave using public Wi-Fi. A student, this is the scenario. A student is working on their college project from a cave, coffee day, Starbucks, you can take anything. Connects to the free cave Wi-Fi. Okay. It's an unencrypted network. It's an open, publicly available network. Okay. Now, when they're submitting their project through the college LMS, cyber attacker sitting nearby runs a man in the middle attack. Now the attacker intercepts the login credential, sees the student emails and modifies the uploaded file, replacing it with the corrected version. Later, the student is blamed for submitting a virus infected project. Man in the middle attack. Okay. Which CIA security goal was most affected here? It is integrity. Okay. Which condition made the attacker easier? Connecting to open Wi-Fi. That's the reason people say don't connect to public Wi-Fi, don't connect to Wi-Fi in railway station, airports, don't connect to Wi-Fi which is available to all. See, for normal things, it's okay just to browse certain information or scanning something, but it is always not advisable if you are using your personal private information. Using Google Pay. Even that's the reason today most of the net banking apps and other sites are alerting before you are opening that you are connected to public Wi-Fi. Be cautious. It is you should not open this. Even though you want it, we can open, but I am alerting you. Then it's better. Why they are doing it? Because they have experienced bad situations earlier with public Wi-Fi. Okay. SQL injection type. This is another type. What they do, the web API server, okay, they will inject the database. They will steal all the data from the users and every data is given to the attacker. Typically, these SQL injections happen when there is no strong database security at the backend. Now certain front-end files, when you right click and open in the HTML version only, using certain tools, you can just get even the username password details also. They are shown directly in the HTML. What is username, what is password, right? That's the reason SQL injections are most thing. And a 0-day attack, a security flaw exists, okay? Hacker will discover it. Oh, here there is a security flaw. And he will launch the attack. That's it. And he will steal the all the information. Because it's have 0-day. 0-day doesn't mean it means on the day. That day itself he will attack.
Sunil, you are on mute again.
Yeah, sorry. So the critical infrastructure, because typically all these attacks, what we have seen is on us, right? As individuals, we are getting these attacks. Now, what if these infrastructure attacks, I mean, big attack. So this will affect the country's functioning, states functioning, city functioning. It can be on water system. It can be on transportation. It can be on power grids. It disrupts the electricity supply. Imagine power cut, right? Shutting off, shutting down access to the clean water, transportation, delay. Recently in Hyderabad airport and couple of other airports, small security breach in CrowdStrike platform led to delay of multiple flights. You can search, it is available online also. CrowdStrike, the tool name is CrowdStrike. It's a company, CROWD, Crowd Strike, STRIKE, CrowdStrike. And that failure of, I mean, they did some update and the production systems went for a toss. Shamshabad Airport, I mean, Rajiv Gandhi Airport in Hyderabad, even Bangalore International Airport, cyber attack. All flights are, some of the flights interrupted, delays, cancelled, couldn't take off, right? And cyber attack, delay in services at AIMS also, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, right? On the main server and backup server also, it attacked because patient care services, appointments were cancelled. Doctor thought the appointment is not there, patient is waiting outside. Okay. And ransomware attacks are happening. So many of these. So what we have to do to protect across all these attacks? What is that we need to do in the securing our digital world? One thing is all the software should be updated. See, I know many people are all people are busy and the system will prompt for update, security patch, but we will click cross. We will not care about it. We will not think about it. But I urge everyone, at least on this platform, you always keep your software updated because regularly updating your operating system, applications, or software, what happens? All these attacks, new vulnerabilities can be prevented. See, I'm not telling 100% it will be protected because nothing is 100%. If you ask me, can it ensure? No, nothing is ensured here. We don't know what happens tomorrow. For that matter, what happens next hour also, we don't know. So it is all about securing our present and future. We are just putting some controls. That's it. Even though if you put a lock, it can be broken and thief will enter if they want some other, or they will use a bulldozer to completely break the wall of your house and aram se enter without even breaking your door. They will break wall only. Now those are all different things. Then comes another security that is insurance. If you have a insurance for those things, you can claim it back. Now, all these are preventive and protection of controls for our digital assets. Okay. Enable firewalls and antivirus. These are additional layer of defense. And always use secure Wi-Fi networks. Free Wi-Fi is good, fast, effective, but it's not advised. Free Wi-Fi's generally are very unsecure because you avoid using those public Wi-Fi networks. They always collect and they are connected, right? What happens? Other people and also the Wi-Fi owner also will connect the data, and some of the people will just inform us beforehand. Okay, this Wi-Fi connectivity will, okay, give all your access data to them. Do you agree? We will click agree. Then we will complain my money lost. That should not be done. Okay. So be safe and secure. Never share your personal information or financial information to anyone over email. Okay. Or you shouldn't leave your device unattended. Always, when you are away from your screen, lock it. Okay, lock it. We don't know. We cannot trust anyone. Even our so-called friends or colleagues might even look at some appropriate information which can be useful to them. Okay. So I think this is it from my side for today for you all. I thank Shweta, Manoj sir, Dr. Arun and other staff at Gopalan College for providing me with this opportunity. And I look forward to taking more and more sessions like this. I hope this provided you with decent information on different types of attacks, different types of vulnerabilities and how they are enforced, how they are done, ransomwares, phishing attacks, right? And what is the mindset of the hacker, how to spot, and we understood the concepts through examples using house analogy, threats, vulnerabilities, and what is confidentiality, integrity, availability, CIA, with security, without security, why cyber security, what are we protecting, how we understand it, and latest things, right? And we have seen from industry 1 to 4 how the technology is transforming life cycle, everything. So I'm open to any question and answers. If in case you have any questions to ask, I'll be happy to take the questions. And I once again thank Gopalan College for providing me with this opportunity. And yeah, open to Q&A. Any questions? If in case you do not have any questions, I think you have understood everything, right? And you can, okay. External pads. Well, okay then, fine. I wrapped five minutes earlier, 4 minutes earlier. I'm wrapping for you all. So I wish you all good luck and joyful learning throughout this FDP. My colleagues will also take you through more and more information on emerging threat landscape with the area of AI. My colleague Amit Chandra, who is also Vice President Technology Delivery Expert, he was earlier with Ernst and Young, and he will take you through AI based cyber security today, tomorrow. And because today we are all using ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude, Blord, Flawed, all tools, whatever comes, we will use. Just that it should be free, absolutely free. Upload all the files. You give the files to the ChatGPT, ask it. So we are actually giving our data to that tool. Okay. but we are not very least bothered about the security. So many of these things will be covered by my colleagues. And my another subject matter expert in blockchain, Miss Nikita. So she will be taking you on the blockchain part. And another subject matter expert, information security specialist Deepika, will cover the aspects of incident management response. And she will be taking you through certain case studies and even demonstrations of some of the tools over the next 4 or 5 days. This is just the starting, and I wish everyone a continuous enjoying learning and be safe, and stay agile. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shweta. Thank you, everyone.
Sir, we have a question in chat box, sir. Can you please?
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Are we going to have technical experience with the techniques like using? Yes. So, in the coming sessions, you will be taken through the techniques. I mean, this is just an introductory one. All these attacks, what are the threats, everything. In the coming sessions, you will be having those through browsers and also through your mobile. Also, you can do certain app settings. You can go to the settings on your mobile. How to do that? Our team will be taking you through that. Even Nikita will show you the blockchain, how blockchain works, how it is actually secure. Even using the browser, you can also experience that blockchain mechanism. All those things will be covered. Okay. Any more questions? Thank you, Alekia. All right, then, let's go for a break. You can all have a cup of coffee, relax for a quick, I think 15 minutes, Sveta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. By 12, we can come back, sir.
Okay, so we will assemble back at 12 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
And I'll invite my colleague Amit Chandra to take this session forward from there. And I once
Okay.
again thank Shweta for your
Thank you.
seamless coordination and support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Hi,
hi,
Amit.
am I audible?
Sir, good
Yeah,
afternoon.
good afternoon. I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me know when I'm going to
Yeah,
share the present. I'm not able to share the why it is only meeting organizer and presenter can share. Can you give me an access to this?
yes, sir, we'll enable it.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. Once you give the access, please let me.
Yes, sir, I'll let you know, sir.
Yeah.
So please now try to share the screen, sir. Access has been given.
Yeah. Let me.
Am I still audible to you?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, fine. Let me share my screen.
Your screen is visible, sir.
Okay.
1 more minute, sir. We'll start the session.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. A warm welcome to all the participants. So it's my privilege to introduce our esteemed resource person for the session now, Mr. Amit Chandra, Vice President, IDS, a distinguished cybersecurity, blockchain, and digital transformation leader with over 18 years of extensive experience in delivering large-scale technology initiatives across government and enterprise ecosystems in India. Mr. Amit Chandra has played a significant role in advancing cybersecurity, blockchain, digital trust, and policy led innovation, transforming emerging technologies into secure, scalable, and citizen centric digital solutions. He has worked with globally renowned organizations such as E&Y and IBM India Private Limited, NTT Data Global Services, and Patani Computer Systems, where he successfully led several large scale digital transformation programs. He was instrumental in driving a blockchain ready state initiative for the government of Rajasthan, collaborating with senior government leaders across departments including revenue, healthcare, finance, agriculture, police, and social welfare. His contributions span policy formulation, governance framework, blockchain centers of excellence, incubation programs, and citizen skill digital platforms that promote trust, transparency, cybersecurity, and efficient service delivery. His areas of expertise include cybersecurity, blockchain, distributed ledger technology, Web3, digital identity, DPDP aligned consent management platforms, central bank digital currency, traceability, sustainability, and governance led innovation. Apart from his industry leadership, Mr. Amit is highly respected advisor, speaker, and mentor, having guided government organizations, startups, IITs, IIMs, university, and innovation ecosystems from conceptualization to successful implementation. We are truly honored to have you with us today, sir. We welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity where I'm going to talk about the cybersecurity data protection and about all the subtopics which I'm going to cover under this particular topic in the series of event which I'm going to conduct. First of all, I would like to ask that my voice is clear to all of you. Am I audible to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are
Okay.
audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. So as you can see in the screen, my screen is also visible to you that how important it is nowadays to talk about the cybersecurity and data protection. And I'm going to cover more from the cybersecurity to the DPDP Act 2023, which is going to be implemented on 13th May 2027, based on the such kind of cyber attack and the data protection for the citizen ships. So let's begin this. So my program agenda is that today I'm going to talk about the cyber threat and attack types. This will be in 1 hour of sessions. Then I will be covered up with the threat intelligence and predictive. All these topics I'm going to cover in the couple of days to all of you. But today's topic is more about the cyber threat and attack types. Okay, so this is my profile, which it has already been covered. I'm not going to talk much about that. Let's quickly begin on the topic. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm Vice President Ideas. You can also find me in LinkedIn. Along with that, my colleagues are over here, so you can get in touch with them. So let's proceed with the section. So today's topic is cyber threat and attack type. Okay. So it's a very important and it's a very common topic. You come across all type of this threat and attack type in your regular basis. You might have seen that certain kind of mails which are coming in your personal email ID, Gmail, where they ask you to click some kind of link or they want to download certain kind of document based on the emergency reward point and all those things. So what is all this about? Why this mail are being circulated and all this are being carried about? So let's begin with and understand more about that, what this cyber attack is. Before we can proceed ahead with the cyber attack, it is very important to understand about the data and its importance. Earlier, what happened that the asset was not very much about the data. It's about the other mechanism. All the data are kept manually. Okay, and into a server where it is into a storage area where it is being locked and controlled by a person or a particular organization who keep control of all the registry and all the critical information related to the department. We might have seen into the government department, college, academia, and any banking services that there is a room where a lot of files are there, and those files are very important for making the decision. It has the data of the citizens, which are kept very securely into that particular loom, and it is under the control of some security agency, which makes sure that the data does not come out from that room. Okay, but if that room is compromised, then all those files are being missed, and that could be used as a for misleading the people, or that could be sell into the market. We have seen so many cases where the data are kept into a room and certain fire took place and all the data are lost. Nowadays, with the technology has advanced so much, it's more about storing the data into a server. Okay, all the data are into a server, whether it is a physical server, whether it is a cloud server, or it is owned by a third party server. And on these servers, the data are being kept securely. So whether you are purchasing, whether you are logging, whether you are medical visit, whether you are doing so many things nowadays, all those audit reports, all those logging are securely kept into a server. Okay, and all these are the critical data. If someone use those data, then they can get to know all about yourself. We might have seen that the data nowadays are getting sold, and based on that, the prediction is being done that what the citizens are thinking for the government or the private entity, and that are a huge nowadays as an asset. So which are the sensitive data nowadays for you, for an organization or for a citizen? The sensitive data are the personal identity, our Aadhaar card, PAN card, passport, biometric information, all those things which verifies that we are the entity, we are a person, our entity, that has the personal identity. Financial transaction, we are sending money from to our relatives, we are sending money to some agencies, we are sending money through UPI card, bank, credit card information. All those things are the financial information, and that is also very sensitive data for a particular user. Healthcare data. Nowadays, we know that how important the healthcare data is. We go through medical checkup, we go through regular medical checkup, and all data are kept onto a server of a hospital, and that could be used for many for other kind of research purpose. Along with that, based on the medical treatment what we do, and based on the diagnosis which come out, any company can contact us and say us that, okay, you have been diagnosed with this particular disease, so you come to us, we will give you an offer, all those things. So these data are very important for the marketing point of view only. And along with that, the business and government system, the data which are kept into the government system, the businesses. I have been working for government of Rajasthan. I have worked for them, and I do understand that how important data is. When this attack took place, the recent attack of Pahalgam took place, and the war happened at that time. Sorry. Okay. So when this war take place, then how the government has put all their effort to secure the data center in order to avoid any kind of cyber attack from the unknown person. So they has to sometime down the application also. So that's a very important. And if you see about the data, it is about 181 gigabyte of zettabyte of data globally, which are generating everywhere. And nowadays 2.5 quintillion bytes of data are getting generated approximately. 82% breaches are being
ಬಟ್
uh,
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೈತಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
hello.
ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಗೈತಿ.
Okay, can I continue, or there's some disturbance I can see at the back end?
ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟರ್
Okay.
ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
So there are 82% of the data breach which are getting reported because of the data which are stored into a server, and which is cost around 4.88 millions of global cost data breach in itself in 2024. So we understand that how the data are being important nowadays, because more and more data are getting generated on a regular basis, and in order to manage the data store into a very secure place, it's a very costly affair. And if someone gets an access to this server, they can do any kind of things or misuse those particular data. So before proceeding about the cyber security concept, it's very important to talk about the data, because this security is all about data and how it is being getting processed. So what is a cyber threat? So when we talk about a cyber threat is a data which is stored into a system, and someone is trying to access those particular system without the permission of the administrator. Okay, so if I'm going to stole something, or I'm going to take something from a server, and I don't have that permission, so that is called a cyber threat, which is an unauthorized access to a system. And why those data are required? As I said, that if someone get an access to the data, and those data are very important for the organization, then they can ask any kind of ransom amount from that particular organization in order to release that data. We have seen many kind of incident where uh, in the market, in that web, dark web, we have seen that data are getting sold to the respective other organization, and they are using those data for their advantages. So that's a very critical of the cyber threat. And threat can come from any outsider attacker, malicious software, or even someone inside the organization. So how those, let's take an example of cyber threat. We might have seen a scenario which is very common, that we receive a mail stating the urgency that okay, there is an invoice overdue, or there is a bill payment which you have to do the bill payment immediately, otherwise the penalty will be high. And without verifying the particular email, the to address of that email, we normally click that particular link, and based on that uh, a malware silently get installed into our system, which just scan the entire payload, runs into the system, and it locks the computer. Now we know that how a particular server or a computer is for a particular user, and without that he will not able to perform the daily work. But as it is been controlled by the hacker, then he can demand for any number of ransom amount from the organizations. Then only he or she is going to release that particular server. So that is how the attack is being done, that to create a certain kind of urgency in an email. And that's why on a regular interval, the organization cybersecurity team send us a mail that to provide an awareness that if you receive any kind of mail, then directly report it to the leadership rather than clicking on the link, because once you click on that link, it silently is to install a certain kind of software which can lock your entire system, or it can generate any kind of virus within your single system, and it could directly impact the server of the company. Okay, so that is what about a cyber threat, where an unwanted person is gaining then unauthorized access to the system, network, and data of the organization. Okay, now let's take on a recent cyber attack which happened in India and global from 2023 to 2025. One of a very famous attack which happened is the Aadhaar card link dataset exposure. It has not been confirmed by the governing body, but this dataset has been accessed, where it has all the citizens' data linked information, and it has been sold into the dark web forum. The other one is the Star Health Insurance 2024, where whatever the policy the customer takes from the Star Health Insurance, all those information has been stolen from the server, and that has been published. Okay, and that has been sold to the respective into the dark web. There is a Sun Pharmaceutical 2024 incident where a ransomware cybersecurity incident happened into the IT system, and attack the data. At the international level, it's about the Change Healthcare USA 2024, where a ransomware attack US health payment system, and claim, and they have asked for a ransom of amount from that, and data of 100 million individual has been reportedly affected. Snowflakes is one of another example where the are being stored of the customer, and once the credential are stored, the hacker can use it, do some permutation combination, and use this for the other application in order to log into the application. There is a CDK Global North America attack, where there is a dealer management software provider attack happened. So with this, we can see that what type of cases has been reported and how important it is. These are few of them which I have mentioned over here, but there are a lot of incident which take place nowadays. We ourselves are going to different kind of social media platform, and we are watching videos or reading some notes, and over there we can see ads coming up over there. So we can see that if somehow click certain links, and that can drastically impact our privacy, and that can be exposed into this dark web with all the videos, link, photos, whatever which is there into our mobile. So it's very important that we use all the links or the softwares very carefully after reading all the notification or all the details which are there. Now, few of the common attack which we come across is a malware. And what is that? It's a harmful program that enter your computer and damage and steal information. It means that a program which gets run into your computer, and it either it will damage your computer, you will not able to enter that one, it will display a message, or it will steal the information. The other kind of attack is the phishing attack. A fake email will come to you, SMS, WhatsApp will come to you, uh, asking about the bank details and all those things. So you have to be careful with that. Ransomware, uh, it's a kind of attack which will encrypt your data, the company data or your personal data. And if it has some important data without which you will not able to do your daily work, then they will ask for a payment for that in order to release that one. DDoS is an attack. Attacker flood a website with fake traffic, so real user cannot log in. This normally happen in couple of website. We have seen on a regular interval that if you want to book any kind of ticket and at a particular time, the website we are not able to log into the website. So all those things are something that the attacker are just flooding the website with fake traffic, because of which the other needed person will not able to log in. Middle in the man is a kind of attacker which secretly listen the communication between the sender and the receiver. Okay, and based on that, it can pull the information from that particular network, and he can misuse it. The attacker can misuse it. The other one is the SQL injection. It's just entered a command line. It's just a malicious command into the website, and it can damage the database. Zero-day exploit is something, is a very newly discovered software flow where it work when a vendor release any kind of security patch. Okay, insider attack is someone who is within the insight, and he has just inserted a pen drive or something like that, and attack the entire server and the system. Okay, so misuse any kind of access, unauthorized access within the system is kind. Suppose one person does not have an access to a server, okay, into a premises, and with some kind of false ID card, he will be able to access that one. So those kind of incident are also a common attack. Okay. So let's talk about that, how a phishing attack happen. Okay, so what is a phishing attack? As I said, that a fake email will come to you with the urgency and ask you to either open the file or click on a link. Okay, that's a phishing attack. But how it happened? So there are four stages of those attack. One is the bite. Email mimic a trusted sender. It means that you will be receiving an email with a trusted, for example, what will be the trusted? Amazon. For example, you will be receiving a mail from the Amazon. The first letter will be amazon.com, replacing the com with some other things, and it will come to you without reading the entire email ID. You will just click on that. It will create an urgency that your account will be blocked in 24 hours. Mostly in the case of banking sector, it comes on that if you are not going to click on this link, or you are not going to give the feedback or certain kind of urgency it will create, it will block, your account will be blocked. So you feel that it's very urgent, and I have to perform the operation without reading, without going through the detail of the sender. So you click the link, and unknowingly you are giving away your credential, your cookies information you are giving, and the attacker will steal your credential and use it for the fraud and deeper. They can use the credential on the other link as a randomly with a permutation combination in, and if they get the access to your bank account, they can steal the money from it, whether it is bank account, whether it is health, any kind of information related to you and the organization. Okay, so one of the example is that suppose you are receiving that, dear faculty, your university email quota is full. Click this link to universitymailrenew.com to keep your account activate. So with this mail, we can see that it create a sense of emergency, where it is asking all the faculty member that if you are not if you will not click this particular link, then your email quota is going to be filled and you will not be receiving the new mail. So it's a kind of urgency, and you will see that, okay, it's very important to click on this link and perform the operation. Otherwise, I will not able to receive the urgent mail from my university. So it's a create of urgency. The same goes to the organization, employee also, student also, and everyone. Okay, so this kind of attack are the phishing attack. Now, some of the let's talk about the case study. So this case study is about the ransomware in healthcare, and it happened with AIMS Delhi, November 2022. This I have taken. This is little bit old, but I have taken this one because of this, AIMS suffered a major ransom attack in November 2024. Oh, in this the hospital server were encrypted. Okay, and many services, including the patient registration, billing, laboratory services, all are got disrupted. No one is able to perform any operation, and because of which until unless this issue is resolved, many operations are being carried out manually around 2 weeks. Okay, so you can see that how it has impacted the entire hospital server and all those application, and how difficult it's become for the for the particular hospital in order to manage the day-to-day work. Okay, so that one case which comes around. The other case is around WannaCry attack in 2017, which has spread more than 150 countries. Okay, where unpatched Windows system. This had severely disrupted the business operation of the organizations. Okay, so what we can do out of this, what we can do is that when you create any kind of production grade server, it has been asked to create a backup also. Okay, so every kind of all kind of data center or cloud also, they have their backup, and it takes regular backup. Okay, into a secure area, so that in a later stage, if some ransom attack happen, then they can stop this particular server, primary server, and all the work can be done from the secondary server. So that's a continuous backup is required. Continuous patching is required. Operation and updates, continuous updates are required into the existing software, so that the latest security patches should be introduced into the particular software, and it can prevent the attackers to attack the vulnerability of the software. Response plan is very important, because in case some attack happened, in the case of AIMS, we can see that when this hospital server was attacked, it took 2 weeks to resolve that particular issue. But for 2 weeks, the entire application or the entire system was corrupted, and it has been carried out manually. So are there any other best way of handling this kind of attack? That is very important. So it's very important that if few attacks happen, or attack happen into a server, then what will be the action plan? How you will be isolated the system? How you will be stop the system? How you will be inform your user that the server is down, and you will not able to perform the operation for certain period of time. So those kind of things are very important, and it's a disaster recovery plan which need to be done. Now let's talk about the cyber kill chain. So it's basically a 7-stage process, and within this 7-stage process, the hacker attack the system. And if we are going to break any of these particular stages, then the hacker will not able to enter into the system. Okay, and stole the data from the system. So what are those? So first one is the recon. Okay, what is a recon? So in this, the attacker first of all looks into if they want to attack a particular university's server, academia server, or organization server, or government server. So first stage is recon. In the recon stage, the attacker will look into the company details, LinkedIn profile, staff directly to identify the employees. We know that within the portal of a particular organization, there are a lot of details which are there, along with the contact details, and sometimes the employee directory is also been uploaded there, and one can see the employee directory. So the attacker will first do their homework. They will do the analysis about the company website, LinkedIn profile, and gather the information. Then once they identify all those things, they will weaponize that. How they are going to weaponize? They are going to trigger a email or any kind of attack they are going to perform, and they will attach one PDF or any kind of link within that, which is containing the malware. They are going to deliver that one. They are going to deliver that particular mail which they have drafted to all the person of those that particular organization. They will receive a mail. Exploit is something the employee, once they receive that mail, unknowingly they are going to unpatch the PDF. Looking into the urgency of the mail, they will unknowingly open that particular PDF. Once that PDF is open, then the virus or malware will install into the system, into the victim computers. Command and control, once that particular malware enter into a system, it will control the server. Along with it will control the main server also. And then the injected computer securely connected to the attacker server, and the attacker server is going to perform his operation. He can either encrypt the entire server, the data and everything, and ask for a ransom amount. Okay. So within this stage, if we are going to stop the hacker in any of this stage, then the cyber security or the exploitation will not happen in this. Okay. Now let's see that how education is a target for the attacker. So education system, we know that academia is very important, and there are very valuable data of the student recorded into the server. The student records are there, the Aadhaar card is there, research IP, examination paper, and also fee payment. All those details, valuable details, are stored into the server, and they are being using for a different kind of purpose. The student records are being used for attendance system and for health management and all those things. Aadhaar and PAN card are the identity of the student, whereas the research IP is something which is the propriety of the university. Examination paper, we have seen recent cases where that examination paper are getting compromised. Someone is entering into the server and just taking out the examination paper and circulating it into the social media. The fees payment detail come with the account number and all those things. So all those datas are very important in the education system, and keeping it securely is very important. Open network, a few some of the devices of the colleges are into an open network. The free Wi-Fi, campus Wi-Fi, which are very free, and anyone can connect. A guest access, lab, all those premises are open. Someone can visit the campus. They can come. They can open. They can connect to the network. Okay, they can go to the lab. They can go to the guest access areas. Security team. Okay, thin security team. It means that the academia security team need a regular type of education on this cyber security classes, so that they can educate with the new kind of attack which is getting introduced into the industry, and they can prepare themselves. They can prepare the server for them. High pressure to pay. Sometime during the admission time or during the examination time, it's become it's a pressure time where the faculty has to work for long hours uh, in order to manage the entire thing within the time frame. Okay. So the attacker takes this time because they find that within this time some kind of negligence could happen, and unknowingly they will be able to perform operation which are not required. So those kind of incident they used to target. So based on this, these are very important, because we know as a academia or education that there are a lot of critical activities which the academia people do. Okay, and all this information are very important. Okay. Now, social engineering tactics. Okay. So this is something that this kind of attacks happen, where someone is going to fabricate a story and they are going to tell that I'm from an UGC audit team, share with me student list or some kind of fabricating a story. Okay. Uh, you will some within this you will be getting some kind of fraud and voice calls or SMS. It is saying that okay, your electricity will be clear cut, press one, or any kind of urgency, whether it is voice call or SMS. It will come to you that these kind of things will happen if you are not going to perform this one. So the kind of urgency. Okay. You might be finding some certain kind of devices somewhere, in some places where the USB will be there. You are going to inject that USB into your machine, and the attacker can attack that one. So these are basically all these type of attacks are the kind of attack which could happen. Okay. So delegating, it means that some unauthorized people is going to access to the authorized people. Okay. So suppose I'm passing through through a server room, and I just given my access card, and the door is opened along with me. One person also entered into the premises. So that is a delegating kind of scenario. Okay. So one of the example is that you might receive a call from a bank, and the bank might say that I'm from the bank KYC team, and ask you to share a kind of OTP. Okay. Otherwise your salary account will get deactivated. So without going into the detail, you share the OTP, and that directly impact your particular bank account. So all this are the kind of awareness, and you have to be very much careful in your day-to-day work. So whenever you receive any kind of mail, you have to see that the sender ID very carefully. And in the case of emergency, suppose it is coming from your administrative department, then you need to get in touch with that administrative department if you find any kind of suspicious, and ask us that whether they have sent any kind of details or not. If you are receiving any kind of call from a bank, then you have to be very much careful and asking them for a kind of mail or from a bank mail, where you will be able to verify. Directly sharing OTP or directly responding them will be dangerous, and the hacker can misuse your data. Once your data is misused, it can directly impact your account, all those details. Okay, photos. We know that nowadays how important mobile is for us, right? And in mobile we have lot of details. So when we are using mobile, we have to be very much extra careful, because if you click any kind of link, then all your photos which are there into your album, it can be compromised and can be exposed into the outer world. Okay. So what is the malware family tree? Okay, so malware, as I said, that malware is a software intentionally designed to damage the system. Malware is a kind of virus which the hacker has designed in order to damage your system, steal information, and gain unauthorized access. So these are the three areas which the hackers are targeting. Okay, in order to get the information from your system. So one is the virus. Virus is basically a file will be attached along with the mail, and it will be circulated to you. It will come to you. Uh, Worm is something a mail which spread across the network by itself. No user action is needed. You one it will ask for a useful software. You open, and you just door open. So this is spiker, and keylogger is the screen passwords and all those things related to that. Okay. Botnet is something related to the infected machine rented out for DDoS attack and spam. Ransomware, it is basically it's encrypt the data, and it asks for a money. Then only they are going to release the data for you. So that is kind of ransomware. Okay. So one example is that a free attendance tracking app. Okay, it is a kind of software which the hacker has created, and you download it from an unofficial site, works perfectly, while a Trojan inside it quietly upload every password type on that machine. So that is how this impact your particular server machine or data center, whatever you say. Okay, the basic purpose is that they want to store your data. Okay. Password attack. Password attack can be of three types: brute force, dictionary attack, and the credential stuffing. So brute force is basically they try of permutation combination, millions of combinations, and one of that combination gets success. Dictionary attack is that they command tries common words. For example, they know that they try to figure out your wife name, children name, and in that they do some random common way of pattern search for pattern, and that's why whenever you receive mail, you receive this kind of password admin@123, and they ask you to change it. But sometimes what happens that we ignore those kind of message and we use the same password uh, again and again. So this could be a kind of attack for the attacker where they can use admin@123 and they will be able to log into your to your application. Uh, uh, the third one is the credential stuffing. Is suppose you are using one password for one website, they have that password with them and they will use the same password to the other website. Okay, so they are going to guess that one, that whether this password will work, because normally what happened that whenever we create password, we used to keep the same password for other applications also in order to remember that one. So the hacker knows this pattern and they try this one in the other website, and most of the time they get succeed, because in order to forget the password, we use this pattern. So one example is a shopping site is breached and its password list leaked. Okay. So for how critical it is, you just stay focused on this, that there is a shopping website. The hacker has breached the shopping website and taken all the password list of the user, and they used to try it into the different website. Okay, the attacker repay faculty@a plus same password on the university mail server and get its password reuse, not hacking skill open the door. So in this way, how the things goes on. So this is the last slide of mine, where I'm going to talk about how you are going to defend yourself from this kind of cyber attack. One of the very important security features which need to be introduced in any software, and nowadays you have seen in all the software, is a multi-factor authentication. Okay, so once you give your password, it will ask you an OTP. It will ask for your pattern. Okay, so in order to there will be a multi-factor authentication in order to access the server. So if the attacker get access to one of the particular gate, then it's very difficult for them to get the other access. So we have seen in most of the application that we give password, after that it asks for OTP, it asks for any kind of in fact it asks for our fingerprints, is asked for our face detection, all those kind of things. Update promptly. So whenever you are using any kind of software, we get an patch update, right? So you keep on updating it on a regular basis, because what happened that these companies, big companies, when they see say any kind of attack into their server, they used to update their code to more secure and they send us the update. But we normally ignore that. Please don't ignore those kind of messages, and try to keep your software up to date. Unique password. Okay, so try to use a unique password where hyphen and all those things which will be difficult for anyone to crack those password. Backup offline. Uh, so you could have your backup where if suppose the primary server is being hacked, then at least there will be an backup server from where you will be able to do your work till the time that primary server is get up. Uh, and fifth one is very important, is that before you click any kind of link, first of all, read the entire message, read the two message to see that it is not any kind of attacker. It's you are not clicking on any kind of link which you are not supposed to do. So all those things are very important in order to prevent yourself with all this kind of cyber attack. So this is the session one which I have covered today. Tomorrow I'm going to cover on my next topic. And if you have any question, then you can ask me. Okay. Hello. So I'm done. Any question from anyone? Thank you, Shweta. Thank you. Thank you, Purnima. I hope you like the session because see, cyber threat or cyber security, whatever you say, it's all about the practice. Okay. I didn't get this question. I will get back to you on this. Okay, let me look into this. Okay. IPS. I will get back to you on this. I will send it to my coordinator and I will reply to that. Okay. I'm just noting down your question. Practical session, we have practical session from the blockchain side. See, where, this particular cyber security is more a kind of awareness and it's a kind of practice which you have to follow on a day-to-day basis. I need to check with my team member Sunil. I don't think there is a practical session in the FDP, but yes, there is there could be something on the blockchain side. I'm going to cover the DPDP also. In that, I'm going to explain that what is DPDP is all about and why it comes, that law comes into picture and how it is going to impact the university. Along with that, we as a IT company has our own DPDP product. Okay, and as you are in university academia, so it will go to you also, the law will come to you also, and it is not something that you purchase that particular product and from day one you are DPDP compliance. It's basically a process and it takes around I think 6 to 7 weeks to comply with DPDP. Fine. So the deadline is 13th May 2027. So I'm going to give a session on the DPDP. In that, I'm going to cover all those things and hopefully it will be helpful for you. Okay. Over to you, host. Who is the host on this for this training?
Yes, sir, me only.
Yeah, Sweta.
So, yeah. As we conclude today's session, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our resource person, Mr. Sunil Subramaniam sir and Mr. Amit Chandra sir, for their inspiring session on cybersecurity, blockchain, and digital transformation. Thank you for taking your out of your busy schedule to be with us and making today's session so meaningful, sir. Thank you. On behalf of management, principal, organized committee, and all the participants, we sincerely thank both of you for your wonderful contribution. Thank you all the participants for active participation. We look forward to meeting you again in tomorrow's session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir, for being with us.